safer? Being the assistant of a blindfolded knife thrower or being in the passenger seat of a moving car? Well, here at the Driver Rehabilitation Center, riding shotgun in a moving automobile is way more dangerous, especially these days. That's because we started this, our 10th season, with 8 of the most inept motorists in the entire country, and then we whittled those 8 down to 4. Now, the folks who are still here are so bad, they would make your head spin. Just exactly how atrocious are they behind the wheel of a moving car? Well, let me put it to you this way. In our next and final episode, one of them is going to walk away with our unwanted title. Canada's worst driver. Guys? Guys? Help! The 4 remaining nominees for the unwanted title, Canada's worst driver, have problems. And some of those problems are mental.
Oh my God.
And that's where our therapist comes in. Shamala Kiru offers free voluntary sessions to the Canada's Worst Driver nominees.
I guess if I wanted to talk about something, it would be becoming more aggressive, maybe.
Non-aggressive Tyler is a licensed pilot from Quebec. And when we met him at home, he had a habit of stopping at green lights.
I need to stop and evaluate the intersection. I worry a lot because I think everybody's a little bit crazy out there.
Everybody on the road is crazy?
Yeah.
Seaham from Calgary is terrified of driving.
I can't seem to get past the idea that I'm probably gonna fail and I'm not gonna do very good.
When Seaham took us for a spin in Calgary, it was only the 5th time she'd driven in the last 4 years.
No, okay, that's it for me. I'm pulling over. No, I'm a wreck. Yeah.
Jason has also been a wreck. And he's caused a lot of wrecks.
What is your strategy for letting stress go or letting emotions go?
I use God as a higher power, so I talk to God.
Jason says the 6 major accidents he's caused in Sudbury,
And this is the church I hit.
have mostly been due to a muddled mind.
When you have clarity of mind and body and spirit, it's just, you're focused.
Cheney from Calgary also has trouble focusing.
How are you feeling?
Kind of discouraged, but I'm just like, whatever. Like, it is what it is, right? I know that I've been learning, and as long as I try, that's all that matters, I guess.
Before coming to rehab,
Dance party!
what Cheney was trying to do in the car was have fun.
Selfie! Duck face. Yeah, I have ADHD. I really
You've been
do.
diagnosed with it?
I've been diagnosed with it.
And are you taking medication for it?
Yeah.
Last year, our course designers created a driving test that we called the longest reversing challenge in the world. And guess what? This year, it's longer! The course is 1 kilometer long. And the car that will hopefully be headed straight down it is our 1993 Mustang. Longest reverse in the world. Goes like this. This challenge starts through a hallway of rims that leads to a hallway of cars. And it's easy because it's a straight line. It's a straight, flippin' line. In the concrete barriers, the course gets wider. And as it keeps widening, my speed keeps increasing. I'm putting the hammer down.
In the cardboard box section, I'm going 50K an hour.
We're timing, everybody. It's being treated as a race. We're assuming they won't hit, but who am I kidding? They're Canada's worst drivers. I'm done. How long will it take, though, for Canada's worst drivers to be done? We're about to find out.
Licensed pilot Tyler is next.
Not off to a flashy start, but off to a start.
From the gray car beside Tyler, I can see that he's reversing the exact way Tim taught him back in episode 2.
So, correct seating position, right? Put your hand behind the passenger side. What that does is enables you to pull yourself around to take the strain off the neck. Left foot on the dead pedal, and you can actually push your body around a bit. Always left hand at 12 o'clock. Look to where you want to go, straight out the back window. Do this, and you'll ace it.
Okay.
You're doing beautifully, sir.
He's not doing beautifully now. Tyler's buddy Q knows this reverse race performance is already a fail. Because to win a race at our rehab center, you have to not hit anything.
Oh, there goes the second mirror.
He's going way too fast for his ability.
That's former police officer Cam Woolley, who's now our legal expert. Beside him is our high-speed driving instructor, Philippe Laterno. They, along with Shamila and Tim, will ultimately help me decide who is Canada's worst driver.
Slow it down, slow it down. Get control.
Control is the whole point of driving, and Tyler doesn't seem to have any.
Oh, you hit it.
Tyler knows he was going too fast.
I don't even drive forwards that fast.
Cheney starts by looking from wing mirror to wing mirror and steering from side to side.
Right out of the gates? Really? Right out of the gates?
This process of looking back and forth and oversteering happens over and over and over again. That's Jeremy, Cheney's patient boyfriend.
You're not going straight. Why do you keep going left?
Cheney, what did you learn in the second episode about reversing in a straight line? Tim gave you a lesson on how to reverse in a straight line.
That's so, like, annoying.
If Cheney sees a straight line behind her, why is she steering so much?
God!
Going straight.
If you can't reverse in a straight line, you shouldn't be on Canadian roads.
Entering the car section, Cheney hits on her front right,
What am I hitting?
then her rear left,
For freak's sakes.
and so on.
Oh my God.
You just need to drive in a straight line. It's not hard.
Oh my God, Jeremy.
Tim. It doesn't bode well on me because I've taught her a lot of things and spent a lot of time and put my heart into this one, and she's not showing what I taught her, and that's very disappointing.
Look how much room you got on your side.
Why does it keep going to the side? I don't understand.
It goes to the right side when you steer to the right, Cheney.
Why can't the steering wheel just stay in the same spot?
Cheney's like the wheel won't stay straight while she's going like this.
Jeremy! Ah!
Look where you want to go. Look where you want to go.
Trying! Ah! Jeremy! Ah! Why doesn't it just stay in a straight line?
Why doesn't Cheney realize this drive has been atrocious?
I did pretty good, though.
No.
No.
I just suck.
Yes, you do.
When we come back,
Stop moving this wheel.
the longest reverse in the world becomes the longest, scariest reverse in the world.
Oh my God! Why is it so small in here?
Canada's worst drivers are showing us how well they know how to reverse.
It's so tight.
You can go through it, Cheney.
It's something we call the longest reverse in the world. Jason has an even more disastrous start than Cheney.
It's okay. Bad start. That's okay.
That's Bert, Jason's brother.
Straighten it out.
Jason is trying to reverse the way we taught him. But he just can't do it.
This is like kindergarten. Look what you're doing. You're jerking that all over the place. Straighten it. Look, you're going to the left now.
Yeah.
Stop jerking that wheel.
When Jason isn't jerking the wheel, he's driving straight into objects he could steer past. It's the same story in the car section.
Look at that. Look at that. Don't look at that, though. Oh, there you go. Jesus, Murphy kid.
Jason can reverse correctly sometimes,
You got it.
but he needs to reverse correctly all the time.
You're doing it, bud. You're doing it. Where you going? Where you going?
I don't know.
Is this the end?
Yeah.
Don't hit it.
Oh, I did.
You're getting out.
Am I finished?
Jason showed moments of excellence, peppered with stretches of hideousness.
You know why I'm mad?
Why?
Because you could do it.
Yes.
You see how many times you did it?
Yes.
That's why I'm mad.
Yeah. I don't think I'll hit my house anymore.
Seaham should be the slowest and the safest. But she also doesn't know how to win a rehab center race.
Oh my God! Sorry, Wayne.
No, it's all good.
Seaham's husband, Wayne, is complimentary even when he shouldn't be.
You do what you gotta do, hun.
What Seaham has to do is slow down, but she speeds up. And by the time she gets to the wider part of the course, she's going over 80.
Oh my God! Oh.
After that absolute mayhem, you won't believe what Seaham says.
I think I got reversing down.
When we come back,
This is impossible to do.
Canada's worst drivers show us how well they can squeeze into tight spaces.
You talk too much. Instructions or nothing?
Canada's worst driver has been on the air for 10 years. Remember this? From season 3?
There is no excuse for ever hitting anything in a vehicle. especially if you're not going anywhere.
This next challenge might make a few of our students a little bit cross. Canada's worst drivers will take our pristine Jaguar XJ6 for a spin around the old concrete blocks. Their goal is to back this vintage automobile into each one of our 4 parking spaces without damaging the Jag's original paint job. Over the years, we've done this challenge in a Honda Prelude. Sorry. The aforementioned Jaguar. Whoa. A Monte Carlo.
That doesn't sound good at all.
A Dodge Omni.
You ripped the whole side panel off of that car.
And our decommissioned cop car.
Don't.
This year, we're going to use this ridiculous van. And Jason will show you how it's done.
Why are you going to the left?
You have to.
Jason's correct. And after going back and forth 7 times,
He's using his mirrors. I like to see that.
he reverses correctly into the first alcove.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Is Jason our next graduate? He's doing perfect S-turns.
Gotta do a few S-turns.
And he gets into the second and third parking spaces without hitting anything.
That's my brother.
Jason does do some light touching. But overall,
I'm okay.
Jason's run is excellent.
Winner. Chicken dinner.
Jason might not be in the Canada's Worst Driver finals. Tyler might be in the finals because while reversing, he goes.
Boom.
This is how we're gonna do it.
By booming?
Well, not by booming, but by slowly...
Hitting every corner of the truck?
No, okay?
Oh, you're doing that.
Tyler is indeed doing that. Getting into the first alcove. Tyler hits 8 times.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Jesus.
And from there, things get worse.
Look at your mirrors, man.
Okay.
Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. What is that?
Headed for the final alcove. Tyler's not just looking like he'll be in the finals for Canada's Worst Driver. He's looking like Canada's worst driver.
Oh.
Tyler hit the concrete barriers 36 times.
That was terrible.
Janie can't focus as well as her cell phone can.
Start the car.
You never have too many selfies.
You can never have too many mirrors.
Oh my God.
And even though this vehicle is riddled with mirrors, Cheney has set none of them.
Use your mirrors, Shani.
I am using my mirrors, Jeremy.
Cheney isn't using vision of any sort.
Watch it.
She's not using common sense.
Oh my God.
And Cheney isn't using S-turns.
This is impossible to do.
No, it's not. Every one of their courses are very possible.
In every single challenge we've done in rehab, we've explained that hitting is failing.
Oh my God.
Yet, after this many hits just trying to get into the first parking bay, Cheney is proud of her performance.
There you go.
I did it, Jeremy. Babe, I did it.
Cheney should consider quitting driving.
But I need to drive. I need to get to and from work and take my son and just, it's having that independence and having that freedom. And I'm trying.
Seaham is relying on her husband instead of her mirrors.
Could you check that right side for me?
It's something we've begged her to stop doing.
Am I gonna hit it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But in practically every challenge, Seaham insists that Wayne do the thinking.
Am I going to clear it this time? Do I have space or I don't? Which way? You're saying this and this. What does that mean?
Seaham is not improving quickly as a driver.
Could you see my corner there?
Because she isn't thinking like a driver.
Turn before you move. Yep, perfect.
And the worst part of her disconnect is, even when Wayne gives good advice, Seaham blames him for her mistakes.
You could probably clear it by turning. Like, you could go left.
Oh my God.
I didn't know you were going to go this way.
The concrete blocks we're using on this course weigh over 2 tons apiece. And now Seaham's moving one.
All the way to the left, back up, and all the way to the right, go forward. You're still pushing your car over to here. So you need to...
You talk too much. Instructions or nothing. That's what you need to do. Just stop talking when I'm like trying to freaking concentrate.
Seaham needs to stop blaming her passenger.
Said sorry I couldn't be much help.
I was very frustrated with you for sure. You did not use your expressions good enough.
When we come back,
Lock up.
we teach and then test Canada's worst drivers on handling an icy corner.
They that one up.
You know when something is a little too slick to be trusted? Icy corners are like that, baby. I mean, how is it that you can navigate your way past something that's so slippery you just want to throw up in your mouth a little bit, even by thinking about it? Well, there is a way to handle such a slippery surface, and it's a driving technique that Canada's worst drivers are about to learn from our high-speed expert, Philippe Letourneau.
Philippe knows that in icy corners, people often get scared and slam on the brake to slow down. When they start skidding, they stay on the brake, and that leads to disaster. Take Jason, for example.
And brake.
When he starts skidding towards cones, he turns the wheel but still hits the cones. If you try to steer while skidding,
Brake.
your car will just keep skidding in the direction it's headed.
To allow the tires to get grip again, what do we need to do with the brake pedal?
You have to let it go.
Correct!
There's only one thing that's gonna decide if your foot's gonna go off that brake pedal or not.
Right.
What is it?
It's vision. You need to look where you want to go, not at what you're skidding towards.
Lock. I don't know.
I could see your eyes. We're still looking in front of the car.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you were looking at what you're trying to avoid.
To get the bad drivers to look away from what they're skidding towards,
Lock up.
requires some in-your-face coaching.
Lock up.
But after a while,
Lock up.
all of Canada's worst drivers
Lock up.
get good at releasing the brake to steer out of a skid. For the Icy Corner Challenge, Canada's worst drivers will come down this straightaway at 45 kilometers an hour. When they hit this icy patch, they must lock up their brakes. Then, simply drive around this turn. The key to success will be remembering to unlock their brakes by looking where they want to go, instead of looking at the daunting wall in front of them, which will make them stay on the brake and skid right through it. And the vehicle they'll be doing this challenge in won't be our fancy Cadillac CTS-V. Because During the last 6 episodes, our hero car got so banged up, some of its computers have malfunctioned, and today, well, we couldn't even get it moving. As a replacement, we'll be using our decommissioned cop car.
Wow, I've never been in the front seat of one of these things before.
45K an hour.
Getting to 45 takes almost no time at all.
40. If they come too fast on this, that's almost 50. That's 45. If they come too, lock on the brakes. Really let go of the brakes. Oh, hug the left. Oh, she's tight, she's tight, she's tight. But I made it. Wow.
If the bad drivers speed, they'll never pass this challenge. Before Cheney tries the test, she tells me that she slid into multiple things last winter.
Normally when I think back, it's like my foot is locked on the brakes and like I'm steering the wheel like crazy.
Right, and where are you looking?
Pretty much what I'm about to hit.
Today, look where you want to go and remember to release the brake, okay?
Yeah, got it.
On Cheney's first attempt at the icy corner, instead of going 45, she goes over 60K an hour. And she never releases the brake.
Whoa. That's not what I wanted to do.
Drivers will get 5 chances to pass this test.
This is probably about 45, right? Oh, that's 50.
And on Cheney's speeding second attempt, she breaks into a skid 3 separate times.
Oh my God!
You that one up.
Pumping the brake is not the proper way to slow down a car.
Do you remember looking at the open road?
No, I didn't even see it.
So you stared where?
So I looked at the wall.
Yeah, only.
Cheney should now be concentrating on what she has to do. She's not.
Oh, I need to like cut my bangs or something. What? I'm going.
Focus on what you're doing.
I am focused, Jeremy. So, I don't...
I don't understand why Cheney won't look where she wants to go and release the brake.
Brake.
Here we go. Cheney's fourth.
I think that's 45, right? Or no, that's 50. Right?
No, that's almost 60. And this is not releasing the brake.
I let go of the brake, though.
No.
I did, Jeremy.
But you've left your foot on the brake every single time.
Yeah, that's so weird, because I just think that I take it off.
It's frustrating. You give them the information. You repeat the information. You remind them of the skill. They can't do it.
That's 50.
It's 55.
Get a brake and turn. Look where. You don't understand.
Understand this. When you go 20% over the speed limit, you crash.
I think you're going to be in the finals for Canada's Worst Driver.
Yeah, I suck.
Tyler is up next, and I don't want him to speed.
It cannot be done at 55. What I'm saying is go 45.
I may be saying go 45.
And hit 45.
But Tyler goes way past that to about 58.
All right, here we go. 45 this time.
On Tyler's second attempt, he does everything right until he pumps the brake.
I'm totally confused.
Is it possible that that second punch of the brake caused you to skid for a second time, and had you not done that, you would have turned around the corner successfully?
Yes, I think that's possible.
In fact, it's what happened.
Holy cow. 45, 45.
On Tyler's next attempt, he pumps the brake again.
Balls.
And on attempt number 4, he tries to turn really suddenly.
Why is this happening now?
If he goes a little bit wider, he's gonna do it.
Look, this is the wider turn I took. And this is the sharp turn Tyler has been trying to make.
When you get to this point, you're facing here. You could be already facing here.
5th chance at the icy corner. Here he goes.
Tyler goes wide to the right at exactly 45k an hour. This could be the one.
It was that corner of the wall. Just put them back on there.
Close is another word for fail.
Well, he said anybody who's ever failed that challenge has never graduated.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
When we come back,
Oh my God.
I get a little exasperated.
Why did you go back on the brake?
Brake.
Canada's worst drivers have learned that releasing the brake will allow them to steer out of a skid. Now, they're being tested on that skill in our annual Icy Corner Challenge.
I'm totally confused.
Will Seaham handle the Icy Corner herself, or ask Wayne for constant advice?
Do not speed or you won't pass this challenge, all right?
Okay. Could you help me with the speed? Would you be able to?
Yeah, for sure.
Every single challenge we tell Seaham to drive herself. And now she wants Wayne to tell her when she's at 45?
Slow down, no, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
I'm going to snap!
Look where you want to go, look where you want to go, look where you want to go.
Oh my God.
Sam, you're gonna drive this car yourself, right? I'm gonna explode!
Okay. I want to ask for help.
No, you won't. Because the goal of rehab is to teach you how to drive and make you independent. If you're gonna have Wayne sitting there calling out the speeds, he may as well be the driver.
Okay. Makes sense.
45, go whenever you're ready. The course is yours. Shut up, Wayne!
Okay, thank you.
Shut up might be a little rude, but sometimes I need to speak forcefully to these people to make them realize that lives are at stake on Canadian roads.
Without Wayne's help, Seaham again goes 60. And then she speeds again. And then she hugs the inside edge and tries to take the turn too sharp.
What's going to be a better angle? If you're dead in the middle of the road and you get to the turn and then you try to turn left in a 90 degrees, or if you're far to the right of the road and you start to turn gently around the corner earlier?
Probably far to the right. Turn gently.
Use the space available.
On Seaham's final attempt, she again speeds and then pumps the brake.
Oh my God.
Seaham might be Canada's worst driver.
It was a fail.
Jason will be the final driver.
So what's going to happen is you're going to drive at it at 45.
Okay.
I'm going to say that again because everybody's been speeding.
Oh, yeah?
Go 45.
45, okay.
Go 45.
I go 45.
For reasons I will never understand, Jason becomes the 4th driver in a row to go 60.
Oh, you know I didn't. What did you do? You put your foot on the brake
I put my
again.
foot on the brake again.
You remember that time I lectured you to go 45k an hour?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it again. Please go 45k an hour. Go 45. Only go 45 because if you go 50, you won't pass. So go 45, okay?
Okay.
On his second attempt, Jason focuses so intently on the speed, he forgets to hit the brake at all until the very last second.
No! What are you doing? I don't know.
On Jason's third attempt, his speed is good, but he pumps the brake.
Biggs, what did I do? You pumped your brakes twice.
Jason, are you looking to where you want to go, or are you looking at the wall?
When I braked, I was looking at the wall.
No!
This is why every year in Canada, hundreds of emergency vehicles get hit in bad weather. People stare at them, hit the brakes, and slide right into them.
I want to see you pass right now, buddy. Or I'm going to lie down in the grass, in the fetal position, and I'm going to weep until they carry me off to the final episode next week when I have to name Canada's worst driver.
Okay.
It's not easy, but it's not as hard as these people are making it look.
Before this attempt, I told Jason to take the turn wide, and he does. But I didn't tell him to pump the brake.
What did I do?
Oh, I don't want to watch his final run. It's just all so upsetting. We teach and we teach and we teach. 19 runs, 19 failures. Here's the last run of the day. Jason, think he can make it around an icy corner? I think he could split an atom first.
Now, turn. Turn.
Brake.
Jason braked. And I'm about to brake.
Where were you looking at the very end?
The wall?
If you're ever in an icy corner situation and you see the ditch coming, don't look at it! Me and the experts will be back soon to pick the finalists for Canada's Worst Driver. Why don't you tune in then?
In this penultimate episode of Canada's Worst Driver Season 10, the remaining nominees showed us how well they can handle a van in a confined space.
Oh my God.
They showed us how well they can reverse in a straight line.
Oh my God. Oh.
And they showed us how well they can drive on an icy corner.
What are you doing? I don't know.
Now, it's time for one of them to become the last person to graduate before our final episode. And it might be Jason. His successful performance in the cross challenge was the only pass this entire episode.
Do you think you performed well enough to avoid being in the finals?
Yes.
The cross, you were very good.
I never damaged the van.
But on the icy corner, Jason was very bad.
You try to be flawless, and I don't know.
I don't know either.
And on the world's longest reverse, Jason was very, very bad.
When we say, go as fast as you can, what do we mean?
Go as fast as you can. Go as fast as you can, like go 100.
Bouncing off things, and no matter how you get there?
Mm-hmm.
No. And it floors me that this happens episode after episode. We say, go as fast as you can. If you're bouncing off things, that's as fast as you can't.
Do any of Canada's worst drivers understand why they failed the world's longest reverse, even though they got to the finish line fast?
What do we mean when we say go as fast as you can?
Well, I took it as it's a race.
It is, and the way to win a race at the Driver Rehabilitation Center is how?
To win without hitting anything.
Correct.
I was trying, it's not that I don't try.
Seaham seemed like she was trying to break the sound barrier during the world's longest reverse.
I thought I went 50 kilometers an hour.
No, you did not go 50 kilometers an hour.
Seaham went over 80.
You lost total control and spun out?
Yes.
Bad judgment?
Yes is the answer to that question.
Tyler also showed bad judgment by speeding out of control on the world's longest reverse.
You guys, all of you. Oh, no, I'm in a hurry. It must mean I have to go way faster than I can possibly control the car. And I think I speak for all of us when I say, it drives us batty.
Yeah.
It also drives me batty that no one passed the icy corner challenge.
Guess what Philippe said after your final run where you nicked the box?
What? Yeah, for me, it was a pass for me anyway.
Ah, great.
Everybody's alive. You didn't go off the road. You were the only one that stayed down the road, actually.
Oh, great.
So that was well done for me.
Ah, great.
Do you think you deserve to graduate this episode?
You know, it's a hard question for me.
If you want to stick around, we might be able to make that happen for you.
But I'd stay here forever.
You're getting that much out of this that you would stay here forever.
Yeah, the best educational experience ever.
It's time to decide who this evening's graduate will be.
This is our 10th season. We've always done 3 people in the finals. Always. I think that we should break form, enjoy the fact that we've been on TV for 10 years, and as an anniversary treat to ourselves, have an epic, monumental closing episode where we put 4 people through the ultimate test to see who really is Canada's worst driver. That's what I say. Who's in? Tyler! Buddy, the panel voted for you to be this episode's graduate. But in a shocking twist, you said you didn't want to graduate just so you could show off everything that you've learned here in our final episode. And that, sir, is a bold and risky move. But it's one that makes me very excited because we've never had 4 people in our final episode before. So, let me with great pleasure announce that in the final episode of season 10, we're only going to have 3 people again. You're a graduate. You can't stick around even if you want to. It's time for you to go, my friend. Here's your driver's license.
Thank you very much.
You totally deserve it.
Thanks.
And you learned a lot, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Lots. I love it here, so I don't really want to leave. But I'm still happy to be deemed a graduate.
Before arriving in rehab, Tyler was so cautious. He was dangerous.
It's a green light.
When I see a green solid light, I stop.
And in any situation where he could wave someone through,
Go, 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 go.
he'd stop and wave him through.
Oh, my God.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
In his public lessons with Tim,
If ours is green, theirs is red, roll.
Tyler learned to continue when he has the right of way.
But I won't be stopping at green solid lights. And I'm going to be much more confident and keep flowing with the rest of the traffic.
In rehab, Tyler may not have passed every challenge, but he was a great student.
Way to go!
And he did learn enough to graduate.
Congratulations, sir!
I'm very happy Q brought me here. It was the experience of a lifetime. One of the most educational experiences ever.
Thanks for bringing him, Q. Join us again next episode when these 3 people drive on public streets with me as a passenger. Then one of them will be escorted home with the title that no one wants: Canada's worst driver.
On the next and final episode of Canada's Worst Driver. Our annual 3 in a Car challenge leads to our annual Winter Challenge! And then it's the moment I have not been waiting for. The lousiest motorists in the country.
What are you looking at?
drive me in public.
What is this color light, Neith? It's yellow.
Then, one of them gets this unwanted trophy and the shameful title, Canada's Worst Driver.